I joined the dating app on a quiet Sunday night, curled up on my bed with my phone glowing against the dark. It was meant for boys, men who smiled confidently in their pictures, men who promised stability, charm, and predictable romance. That's what I thought I wanted. Something easy. Something safe. My profile was simple. A few filtered photos. A line about loving late-night coffee and slow walks. Within minutes, messages poured in. Compliments. Pick-up lines. Some sweet, most forgettable. Then I saw her. Her profile appeared between two men wearing gym selfies and forced grins. No shirtless photo. No rehearsed pose. Just a girl leaning against a window, city lights behind her, her smile quiet but devastatingly real. Her name was Ari. I frowned at my screen. Why is she here? The app wasn't meant for girls. My thumb hovered, curiosity winning over logic. I clicked. Her bio was short. I like stolen glances, soft music, and conversations that last longer than they should. Something in my chest shifted. Before I could talk myself out of it, I swiped right. I expected nothing. Maybe a glitch. Maybe silence. Instead, my phone buzzed. It's a match. My heart skipped, unnecessarily, irrationally. I laughed at myself, then stopped when her message appeared. Ari, I guess we both wandered into the wrong place. I smiled, biting my lip. Me, or maybe the right one. Our conversation flowed effortlessly. No awkward pauses. No pretending. She asked about my dreams, not my job. About what made me feel alive. About the last time I felt truly seen. Hours slipped by unnoticed. When she finally said goodnight, my room felt strangely empty. I stared at the ceiling, realizing something unsettling. I had joined the app looking for boys. But a girl had already begun to take my heart. I woke up with my phone already in my hand. For a moment, I didn't remember why my heart felt so light, until I saw Ari's name glowing on the screen. A message sent just minutes ago. Ari, good morning. Did you sleep, or did I keep you awake? I smiled into my pillow before replying. I slept, but my dreams were strangely loud. From that morning on, Ari became part of my daily rhythm. We talked while brushing our teeth, during lunch breaks, and late into the night when the world felt softer. Her words had weight, like she meant every sentence she sent me. She told me about her love for rain, how she kissed people slowly because she liked to feel the moment stretch. I pretended not to notice how my breathing changed when she said things like that. I told myself it was harmless. Just words. Just curiosity. But one evening, she sent a voice note. Her voice was warm, low, a little playful, like she was smiling just for me. I feel like I already know you, she said softly. And that scares me a little. My chest tightened. I feel it too, I whispered to my empty room. After that, our conversations grew deeper. More honest. She started calling me beautiful, not casually, but like she was tasting the word. Like she meant it. One night, she asked, "Have you ever kissed a girl?" I stared at the screen for a long moment before answering. No. Her reply came quickly. Would you want to? My fingers trembled as I typed. I don't know. She didn't push. She never did. Instead, she said, if it ever happens, it should feel like this, slow, intentional, like the world is holding its breath. I closed my eyes, imagining her close. Imagining her fingers brushing mine. imagining lips that lingered, not rushed, not demanding. That night, I dreamed of her. In my dream, she stood inches away, her eyes dark with something unspoken. She leaned in, not touching, just close enough that I could feel her breath. The anticipation burned sweeter than any kiss I'd imagined before. I woke up flushed, my heart racing, realizing something undeniable. This wasn't just conversation anymore. This was desire, quiet, patient, and dangerously real. And I wanted to meet her. We decided to meet on a Thursday evening, neutral, casual, safe. A small cafe near the river, warm lights, quiet music. I told myself it was just curiosity. Just coffee. I arrived early, my hands restless around the cup, my heart far too loud for something so simple. Then she walked in. Ari looked exactly like her photos, and nothing like them at all. Her hair fell loosely around her shoulders, her eyes searching the room until they found me, and when they did, her lips curved into a smile that made my breath catch. She walked toward me slowly, like she wasn't in a hurry to break the moment. "Hi," she said. Her voice, real, close, sent a shiver through me. "Hi," I replied, standing too quickly, laughing nervously. We hugged. Just briefly. Just polite. But even that small touch lingered on my skin. We talked for hours. About everything and nothing. Sometimes we'd fall quiet, just looking at each other, smiling like we shared a secret. I noticed the way she leaned in when I spoke, the way her knee brushed mine under the table and didn't move away. When we stepped outside, the night was cool, the river reflecting the city lights. We walked side by side, close enough that our arms brushed. "Aren't you cold?" she asked. "A little." Without asking, she took my hand. Her fingers were warm. Confident. They fit perfectly with mine. We stopped walking. I looked up at her, my heart pounding, the world suddenly very quiet. She lifted her hand, brushing a strand of hair from my face. Her touch was slow, reverent, like she was afraid to rush something fragile. "Tell me if this isn't okay," she whispered. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She leaned in, her forehead resting against mine, her breath mingling with mine. Then, softly, almost shyly, her lips met mine. The kiss was gentle. Unhurried. A question, not a demand. And when I kissed her back, everything I thought I knew about myself shifted. I had joined an app for boys. But standing there, lips still tingling, I knew. I had found something far deeper. After that night, everything felt different, brighter, louder, more alive. Ari didn't kiss me again immediately. She just smiled, her thumb brushing my knuckles as if the kiss was something precious we weren't meant to rush. We walked in silence for a while, hands still intertwined, my heart trying to memorize every step beside hers. When she dropped me home, she leaned in and kissed my cheek, soft, lingering, deliberate. "Text me when you're inside," she said. I nodded, unable to speak. Inside my room, I collapsed onto my bed, touching my lips like they belonged to someone else. I replayed the kiss again and again, not just how it felt, but how it meant something. From then on, we met often. Sometimes for coffee. Sometimes just walks that turned into hours. Each time, the space between us felt thinner, charged with things we didn't always say. One evening, we sat on a bench overlooking the river. The wind was cool, the city distant. Ari turned toward me, studying my face like she was learning it by heart. "You're quiet," she said. "I'm thinking," I replied. "About?" I hesitated. Then told the truth. About how I didn't know I could feel this way. She reached for my hand, squeezing gently. Neither did I. But I'm not scared of it. I was. And yet, when she leaned in and kissed me again, slower this time, deeper, I melted into her. Her lips moved with intention, like she was listening to my breath, adjusting to me. I kissed her back, my hands finding her waist, feeling how real she was. The kiss lasted longer than the first. When we pulled away, my forehead rested against hers, my heartbeat echoing in my ears. I think I'm falling for you, I whispered, surprised by my own honesty. Ari smiled softly, brushing her thumb across my lower lip. I think you already have. That night, lying alone, I finally admitted what I'd been avoiding. I wasn't confused. Falling for Ari felt natural, too natural for something I'd never planned. But the world didn't slow down just because my heart had changed. Messages from men on the app still appeared. Familiar names. Safe options. The life I thought I was supposed to want. One night, staring at my phone, I felt torn between comfort and truth. I told Ari everything the next day. We were sitting on her couch, knees touching, the space between us warm and intimate. My voice shook as I confessed my confusion, my fear, the expectations I felt pressing in from everywhere. She listened quietly. Didn't interrupt. Didn't pull away. When I finished, she reached for my hands and pressed a kiss to my knuckles. You don't owe me certainty, she said softly. I don't want to be chosen out of fear. I want to be chosen because you want me. Her honesty hit harder than anger ever could. That night, when she kissed me, it was different. Slower. Deeper. Her lips lingered like she was memorizing me, like she knew this moment mattered. I wrapped my arms around her neck, pulling her closer, my body responding before my mind could catch up. I kissed her back without hesitation. Without doubt. When we finally pulled apart, my forehead rested against hers, my breath uneven. I choose you, I whispered. Her smile was quiet but full of something powerful. Relief. Desire. Love. She kissed me again, this time with certainty, and I knew there was no turning back. I deleted the app that night. Not because it failed, but because it had led me exactly where I was meant to be. Choosing Ari didn't make life suddenly easy, but it made it honest. We learned each other slowly, in moments that felt small but meant everything. Lazy mornings tangled in blankets. Late night talks where our legs brushed and neither of us moved away. The way she kissed me goodbye like she'd see me in 100 lifetimes, not just tomorrow. Sometimes doubt crept in, quiet, uninvited. Questions about labels, about futures, about what love between two women would mean in a world that liked things simple. Ari never rushed me through it. One evening, we lay side by side, the room lit only by soft lamplight. She traced circles on my arm, her touch grounding, steady. Do you ever regret it? I asked quietly. Meeting me there, like that? She turned toward me, her face close, her eyes gentle but sure. Never. You didn't steal my heart by accident. You chose me. And I chose you back. She kissed me then, not hurried, not overwhelming. Just full. Her lips moved with familiarity now, confidence shaped by trust. I kissed her back, smiling into her mouth, my hands resting easily against her. It felt like home. Weeks turned into months. We stopped explaining ourselves and started living. Holding hands in quiet places. Stealing kisses when no one was looking, and sometimes when they were. Loving each other not loudly, but fearlessly. One night, As we lay together watching the city lights through the window, Ari whispered, "You know, you joined that app looking for boys." I laughed softly. And found everything I wasn't brave enough to look for. She kissed my temple. Love doesn't follow rules. It finds you where you least expect it. I rested my head on her chest, listening to her heartbeat, knowing one thing with absolute clarity. I didn't join a dating app for boys. I joined it for her. And she stole my heart. Completely.